Hey everyone, welcome to DevRunner. My name is Paul. I'm an endurance runner and an RRCA certified running coach, and this is episode 1 of a new series that I'm calling Bring the Heat. I will be presenting my training as I build my mileage base, increase my strength training, and try to maintain my speed training as well, all in preparation for a scorchingly hot set of 5K races that I will be documenting here on the channel, and also to prepare for my marathon training block, which will begin towards the end of the summer. All along the way, I will be sharing science-based training tips that I hope will help you in your training, so please stick with me. Here we go. So rather than always trying to avoid the worst heat that North Carolina can throw at me in the summertime, I've decided that I'm going to run my easy and moderate runs during the next couple of months in the heat of the day. I will continue to run at sunrise or just before sunrise when it comes to my speed training days and my long runs, just so I get some relief and I can kind of pick up the pace when necessary. But I think the benefits that I get from running in the heat of the day will pay dividends, both to increase my running economy as well as preparing me for these scorching hot 5K races that I have planned for every couple of weeks throughout the summer that I will be sharing with all of you guys. Now, before we get into the details of my daily running, I wanted to share how you go about safely getting heat acclimatized and what the benefits are of that. Now, forgive me if I look away. I'm going to do a little reading here to make sure I don't miss any of the really important points for heat acclimatization. I think there are huge benefits for every runner, and I want to pass them all along here. Now, it will take you 5 to 10 runs being out there in the heat for around an hour or longer before you start to really reap the benefits of heat acclimatization. The first thing you want to realize is that the cardiovascular adaptations that are supposed to take place will take place usually in the first 3 to 5 days of you beginning to run in the heat. It does take a little longer for your sweat rate to adapt. That could be up to 10 days before you start to notice that you're sweating earlier and more profusely and being able to keep your body temperature, your core temperature down. Now, the biggest benefits of heat acclimatization, of course, are that you will have a relatively lower body temperature. That's hugely important because that means your system can put more strength into your stride instead of, using up all of its energies just trying to keep you cool. Secondly, you'll begin to sweat sooner when you're out there in the heat because you've activated more sweat glands. So that's a huge one right there. Now, because of the increased number of sweat glands that you are utilizing, the sweat will move from your lower dermis to the surface of your skin more slowly. And what that means is that you will reabsorb a lot of the electrolytes that you would otherwise normally have lost. Now, one of the huge benefits of heat training is that your blood volume actually increases, assuming that you stay well hydrated. And what that means to you is that you've got more blood to carry oxygen and nutrients to those working muscles, which means you could move faster than if you hadn't been, acclimated to the heat. That's just a huge benefit. Yet another great benefit of heat training is that you utilize the glycogen in your muscles and in your liver at a slower rate than if you hadn't done any training in the heat. And finally, your heart rate climbs more slowly as you're out there in the heat than if you hadn't been acclimatized to the heat. So all of this adds up to just massive, massive benefits. If you're out there racing, if you're out there just training hard, how can you go wrong? All right, with that, let's cut to the training vlog so you can see how I've done in my training over the last 7 days, and be sure to stick around. There is a jam cam in this video, and I think you'll be pleased with the song that I've chosen. Hey everyone, it's Monday, June 6th, 2022. It's been over 48 hours since the 1 mile time trial that concluded my last series on the channel, and this is the first run of my base building phase for the summer. 6 miles, 53 minutes and change, and I took it easy here in the heat.
It is 84 degrees and 80-something% humidity. I'm overdressed for the occasion, but I wasn't in the mood to spray myself down with a ton of sunscreen, so I just wore a sleeved t-shirt. And there you have it. I took it easy. I'm still feeling the effects of going hard because I didn't just run the 1 mile time trial. I did also pace my friend Michael for his 5K attempt. So I'm hoping to hit 50 miles this week as the first of 3 weeks where I'm building my mileage, 50, 55, then 60. Then I'll take a down sort of rest week. And then I hope to do a little bit of racing at the end of each month or the beginning of each month. Hey everyone, here I am. Forgot to turn off the music, so try to ignore the chili peppers in the background. Hopefully there won't be a copyright strike for this one. Just got to keep talking over the music. Got to keep talking. Anyway, I'm here at the track. It's Tuesday, June 7th, and I'm just trying to keep in touch with speed, even though this new sort of block is all about building distance, building mileage, building base. I still don't want to let go of the speed that I acquired during the mile training, so here I am. The workouts on Tuesdays will change. I'm going to be back to you know, sort of ladder workouts where I start out with 200s, 400s, 800s, throw in a mile or two, and then ladder back down. The big difference between now and anybody who is familiar with my marathon training is the fact that I won't be doing these monster workouts that have like 6.5 miles of on time. I'm going to limit my Tuesdays to like 3.5 miles of on time so that I don't wear myself out and leave myself unable to perform tempo runs on Thursdays or Fridays. So a little bit more of a balanced approach this time around. That's a new one for me. I just finished the workout. It consisted of two 200-meter reps, then a single 400, a single 800, a single 1600, and then laddering back down with one more 800, one more 400, and yes, I did do the 2 more 200-meter reps after that. You know, the first half had all the promising times, and then I was burnt out after that 1600. But that's the big news on the day. I ran, it's 86 degrees here, high humidity, clear enough sky that the sun is beaming directly down on me and warming the asphalt even more. So it's got to be 90+ degrees here on the track itself. And I'm happy to say I ran exactly a 5-minute and 34-second mile after 3.25 miles of warm-up, and then the 200s, the 400, and the 800. So that exactly ties what I did 3 days ago under more favorable weather conditions down in South Carolina. So the good thing is that this served as confirmation that that really pretty much in this type of weather is what I'm capable of. Right there in the mid 5 minutes and 30-second range. So again, that's another 5-minute and 34-second mile. And so I can't really be all that disappointed in what I did 3 days ago for the time trial. Apparently that's what I can do at this point. Hopefully, as I increase my weekly mileage and continue hammering away at a couple of speed workouts per week, hopefully by the time October rolls in, I'll be able to get much closer to like a 520. Hey everyone, it is Thursday, June 9th, 2022. I think that's the date. Proper date's on the screen. That means I figured it out when I was in the editing room. Alright folks, I just finished 8 miles, 3 of them at heat adjusted tempo pace. I couldn't hit my true tempo pace because it's 89 degrees and it's like 90-something% humidity. You know, typical North Carolina summer day. But I'm happy that the 3 speed miles were in the 6:30s and 6:40s. So, yeah, not bad. Got in a second speed session this week. Tuesday at the track. Today, you know, just working on different ranges of speed production. You know, the stuff at the track is closer to anaerobic, but still very aerobic, except for like maybe the 200s. But anyway, enough rambling. Yeah, the tempo miles are what's important if you're building towards a half marathon or a marathon. So that's why I will be putting more and more stress on that as the weeks go by. And also because, you know, I'm running in the heat, the stupid amounts of heat, because my intention is to pepper a bunch of 5Ks and 10Ks if I can find them throughout the summer. There's one coming up on July 3rd, which I can't wait to share with you guys. So I'm kind of semi-training for that while I build up my mileage for my marathon training. And yeah, it's a Sunday race that starts at 4 p.m. So there's a good chance it could be in the high 90s when the gun goes off. So this could be kind of fun. And hopefully that explains why I'm doing some of this heat training here a month out. All right, folks. A neighbor of mine is hacking violently away at one of his bushes with some kind of scary-looking medieval power tool. So I'm going to sign off. Peace out. Bye. Hey everyone, it's Friday, June 10th, 2022. I just finished an easy 6-mile recovery run. I don't even know how long it took me, but I think I averaged 9:19 per mile. Just taking it easy on dead legs. Trying to keep this run in zone number 2. Just taking it easy so that I could get the blood flow going to the legs for faster healing, so that I could branch those capillary beds that feed all the muscle fibers, and so that I could build new mitochondria so that I can better utilize the oxygen that I am breathing. And you know, if you do a really good job of it, I've heard that you don't just get more mitochondria, but you get a few more of them Golgi apparatuses. Golgi apparati, I suppose, would be the proper way to say that. And maybe some islets of Langerhans. And I don't know, I can't remember any more from my high school biology. Anyway, folks, enough silliness for today. Hey everyone, it's Saturday, June 11th, 2022. I just finished a 6-mile recovery run, second one in a row. I know I was intending to go 15 miles long today, but by the time I got family responsibilities wrapped up, it was too late in the day, and I knew the heat would just utterly wreck any chance of keeping the pace where I wanted it to be for a long run. So I decided to flip my Saturday and Sunday runs, 6 miles, 53 minutes today. And I will get up nice and early tomorrow and get out the door before the heat really sets in, and get my 15 miles knocked out. Took this one nice and easy. I think the average was like 8:55 per mile. My leg's still feeling, you know, tight, even though this was my second easy day in a row. So hopefully with some good rest, I can make up for some of the lack of good sleep earlier in the week and have a good show of it tomorrow. Hey everyone, it's Sunday, June 12th, 2022. I just completed a 15-mile long run in the blazing heat. I got out the door at about 9:45 till 10 in the morning, so it was already 78 degrees when I left. It's 85 degrees now. The humidity is unbelievable, and the air is just literally not moving. I felt like 2 or 3 breezes for a brief second, throughout this run, but overall it was just a torture test, and I'm glad I made it through. As you can see, I'm wearing my hydration pack so that I knew I had enough liquid to get me through. Today it was 3 17-ounce bottles of water mixed with 2 scoops of Tailwind green tea buzz to get me through, give me some electrolytes, give me some fuel, and give me a little caffeine boost to try to make it through. This was a rough one, but I finished the week with my intended mileage, 50 miles this week, so starting to build that base.
All right, so as you can see by the stats for the week in review there beside me, I did manage to hit 50 miles this week, and I'm very happy to say most of it was done in the heat, so the heat adaptation hopefully is coming along very well at this point. I would have to say that I'm happy with the 50 miles because I left off the last training cycle topping out at 45 miles, so I'm building right from the get-go, so that can't be a bad thing. Now, I only completed 2 free weight workouts this week, but I'm happy to say that they both got done with more weight on the bar when it came to the exercises that actually build up my legs and my hips and my core, so I'm very happy there. I also completed all 7 of my core routines this week as soon as I rolled out of bed in the morning. If you are looking for your own core routine, I suggest you take a look in the show notes below where there is a link to a dedicated video of mine on that exact topic. Now, nutrition. I am definitely increasing my nutrition, lots of leafy greens, lots of salads, and I'm sticking with fish and chicken for my animal proteins. So fairly healthy. And the good news is I'm also dropping weight. At the end of the 1 mile PR series, I weighed in at, I believe, 142.7, and I'm glad to say that I'm down to 142 flat here a week later to begin this series. The goal ultimately is to get myself down to 135 pounds by the time I finish this series in 6 or 7 weeks, so that I will be at marathon race weight by the time August 1st hits and I begin the heavy duty, super long mileage for that series. All right, folks, I think I've covered everything. If you have any questions or comments, please share them with me below. I'll be more than happy to get back to you. Let's see. If you haven't already liked this particular video and you enjoyed the content, please do give it a like, give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. I would love to have you here as another member of the team. All right, folks, with that, get healthy, stay strong, and keep pushing. Peace out. I'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.